Hi, this is Willie,
And I'm Shannen.
and today we're going to show you how to do the Rubik's Cube. First of all, you need a Rubik's Cube, and you need a set of formulas, or you can call them patterns. I've printed them out here, or I'll provide them in a link below so that you can refer to them as you're doing the Rubik's Cube. Okay, so the cube has 6 sides, and it's got 6 different colors. Show us where the center cube is. So the center cube will show this is the white side, and this center cube actually doesn't ever move. And the edge cube has got 2 sides. These are the edge cubes, which have 2 sides. And the corner cubes has got 3 sides. So corner cubes, corner cubes, corner cubes, and corner cubes. So we have patterns which will basically tell us where at each stage what to turn. So for example, if you have got DR, we turn D, which is down, clockwise, and R, which is on the right, clockwise. And then we've got the notation here that says, the pattern here that says FR, but this is in a square, it's a rectangle, which tells us that we need to turn anti-clockwise. So we read it as anti-F. Anti-F would be this way, and then anti-R, right side, would be this way. Very good. Okay, so this is R, which is the right side. This would be R and anti-R. U up. This is U and anti-U. F and anti-F. D and anti-D. And then L is the one that can get confusing. This is L and anti-clockwise L. You got to remember, look at it like it's a clock facing, while you're facing it, this is in a clockwise direction, and anti-L means it's an anti-clockwise direction, this way. Okay, so there are 7 steps to solving the Rubik's Cube. Let's do the first step first, and the first step is to solve this white cross. And we need to find these 4 edge pieces which has got the white. First thing to do is to turn on the opposite side to find if there's a edge piece, and we found one over here. And this is the white green edge piece. You've got to turn it to match the green side, and once it matches, we just need to swing it upwards so that we've got the white and green aligned over here. Turn back down again to see if there's any more edge pieces. There isn't an edge piece over here, but we need to find another edge piece somewhat if it's at the bottom. We found one over here. It's just that it's not facing the bottom, it is facing you. So, but you still need to turn this to the side that's corresponding, that's the same over here. So we need to turn this to the orange side. Okay, so on the orange side now, and here's where we use our first pattern. Our first pattern is DR, anti-F, anti-R. You see the boxes there? When it's in a rectangle box, it's anti-clockwise. So we do our first pattern. It's a D, R, anti-F, anti, and this is clockwise, right? So it's the wrong direction. Anti-F and anti-R. Yeah. So we have done the green and the orange side. Let's look for another edge piece. Look at the bottom part here first. There isn't one on the bottom part, but there's one over here. We've got to move this to the bottom first. Okay. As we move this one to the bottom, we can turn this down to the bottom. We make sure that we haven't destroyed this piece over here. So let's move this down to the bottom. It didn't destroy any piece here, which is good. And it's the blue, white. So we've got to turn this to the blue side. And now this happens to be right at the bottom, in which case we don't need to use the pattern, we just swing this all the way up. Perfect. Okay, so we need to look for the last edge piece now, which is here. Okay, so we move this to the bottom first. If you look at it, let's show the cube. We need to move down to the bottom. Very good. And is it on the red side?
Yes.
It's already on the red side, so we use the same formula. D, face the camera, D, R, anti-F, and anti-R to make sure that we restore the previous one back into position. There, we've solved step 1, which is the white cross. Okay, step 2 is to solve these white corners. As you see, we have got one here, but it's not on the same matching color. You need to have white, red, and blue over here. Okay, what you want to do is to find a white corner and place it on the bottom right corner over here. So like this one over here, we've got, this is the red and green corner, but it's not on the red and green side. This is the red and blue side. So we've got to turn this until it's the red and green side, which is over here. Okay, so you just need to make sure that it's the red and green corner, and this is the bottom right. And then we use one of two formulas. If this is facing the right, we use RD. If this happens to be facing the front, we use FDF. So this is facing the right side, we use, now notice the formula, it's anti-R, anti-D, R, D. D will be this way, remember it's clockwise. Okay. Now notice now this is in place already, so it's matching the green and the red side. Okay, we look for another corner. There, one more corner. Again, this is when it's facing you. Okay, let's turn it to the red and blue side now. This is a red and blue corner piece. Red and blue, this is the orange side. This is the blue side and this is the red side. So we need to turn it over here. We use the same formula. R, anti-R, anti-R, anti-D, R, D. Okay, so you've got two sides now, the green, red and the red, blue. Look for another corner over here. This is the blue and orange side. We turn it over to the blue and orange side over here. Now this is facing front, right? So we've got to use FD, anti-F. F, D, D. This is anti-D. F, D, and anti-F. Anti-F is anti-clockwise this way. Awesome, so you've got three sides now. Where's the last one? Oh, last one is here. Now, if the last one is here, we need to push it down first. So one way to push it down is to turn this down, turn this away, and then turn this one back up. Okay, now let's move it to the correct corner. Oh, this is at the correct corner, but it's not facing right or it's not facing forward. So we've got to use the RD formula a few times until it gets into position. Okay, so we use anti-R, remember it's anti-R, anti-D, R, D. Okay, anti-R, anti-D, R, D. And one more time. Anti-R, anti-D, R. Awesome, done. We don't need to do the last D because it doesn't do anything here. So we have solved the step 2, which has got the white side and the T's. We have got all the T's over here. T's, T. This one has got T and an extra one here. We'll do it. We'll solve it on the next step. Okay, so step 2 done. Okay, step 3. We can flip this one around now, and the T now becomes kind of a mountain T facing upwards. And we need to solve this second layer. So we need to get the colors into here. Okay, first what we need to do is to look for the edge pieces to come inside here, and we look for a non-yellow edge piece. So this is a non-yellow edge piece. This one is also non-yellow edge piece. This is a yellow edge piece which we'll handle later. And there are two non-yellow edge pieces over here. So we turn this one over to match the orange side. Okay, so we have this orange side over here, and you need to figure out whether this needs to turn left or turn right. So this, if it's left, it will come over here, which is, it's a blue, it doesn't match the green over here. But if it turns right, this one turns right over here, it matches the blue over here. There's a left formula which is UL, and a right formula which is UR. So we're supposed to turn this right here, we use the right formula. Okay, so I'm going to read the formula out. It's going to be U, R, NTU, NTR, NTU, NTF, U, F. Okay, as you do that, now this orange and blue comes into position here. Next one. So look for another edge piece. We can the green orange is there. Let's turn it over to the green side. Perfect. So is this supposed to be a left or right? Right side. Okay, so the green is over here. Show this side. This is the red and this is the orange. It shouldn't be a left here, but it should be right to turn this way. So U, oh you started turning already. U, R, NTU, NTR, NTU, NTF, NTF, U, and F. Awesome. So we've got two now. Third one is, this is okay, done. So the red one, let's move this to the red side. See, this is the non-yellow one. Move this over to the red side, which is here. Okay, turn it over. Okay, is this supposed to go left or right now? Supposed to be left side, right? So this is supposed to turn left over here. So now we use the left formula, which starts with NTU. NTU, NTL. Very good. And U, L, L, remember the clockwise? That's right. U, F, NTU, NTF. Awesome. Alright, now we have the last one, which is the green. So you've got all three. You've got three in there now. You've got the last one over there, which is the green and red. Turn this to the green side. And we are using the left or right formula. Left formula, right? Because this one is the red, the green and red, which has got to turn left, and it can't turn right here because it's the orange side here. Now, in case this piece happens to be already here, but it's reversed, so the green was here and red was here, we do the same left formula to kick this piece out and then do it again to bring it back in. Okay, so now we can do the left formula. NTU, NTL, this is L, NTL, perfect. U, L, U, F, oh, this is NTF, F, NTU, NTF. Okay, so we have done the second layer. We just check that all the second layer. Should we check the second layer? We make sure that all the second layer is done over here, and now we've got to solve the yellow cross. Now there are three possible patterns of the yellow cross. One is the L, one is this L over here, which we face this inverse L like this. And you notice that when we do this formula, next formula over here, which is the, I call it the Fura Formula, F-R-U-R-U-F, and it will change from this to a line and eventually to a cross. So if you're already at a line, you can do it once and then you'll change to a cross. Let's show you what it looks like. Okay, so Fura, F, 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 R, U. Okay, face the camera so we can see R, NTR, NTU, NTF. NTF. Yep, this is the front. Anti-clockwise would be this way. Awesome. So notice what happens is, it from the pattern being this way, it's turned into a line over here. And when we do Fura the second time, it will turn it into a cross. So Fru F. Oh, this is NTF. F R U NTR NTU NTF. Oh, this is NTF. Yep, that is NTF. Right? So we have got step 4 done. Okay, so we have solved that crossover here. You can ignore this 4 corners, doesn't matter if it's there, but we need to make sure that these is aligned, and what we'll do is we'll try to turn this U and try to find whether there's a place whereby it matches 2 sides. So this is a green matching and nothing else matching. Let's turn it a bit more. This has got a red matching and a blue matching. Okay, we've got 2 matches over here. So we need to swap these 2. And basically you faced one that's towards you and one that's on your left side, and this will basically swap this over here, this one over here, and we use this formula that I call Ru. So it's R, let's do R, U, NTR, U. Yeah, and you repeat Ru again, but this time with 2 U. So it's R, U, NTR, and U. Okay, let's do a check. We've got this one done, this one done, this one, and this one done. So this is step 5. We've done step 5. Just to make sure everything is correct here. The white is still there. The 2 layers, the second layer is there, and the yellow cross is still there. Okay, so the next step we need to do is to get the corner pieces into their positions. This is not in the correct position because this is the green and orange side, but this is blue and red. Let's see if there's anything that's in the correct position. This is not in the correct position. But this one is in the correct position. You see, this is the yellow, red and green side, and this is the yellow, red and green. It's just not turned correctly. Okay, but this is in the correct position. And what we want to do is to rotate these 3. So when we apply the next formula, this one will come over here, this one will come over here, and this one will come over here. We need to do it 2 times. So this is the green and orange side that will come over here, which is still not in the correct position. We need to do this formula 2 times so that this will come over. See this green and orange? This will come here, next one, and then it will come over here, which is the green and orange side. Okay, so I call this formula the You Are Unlucky formula. And we do the You Are Unlucky 2 times, except that the anti-clockwise rotation is slightly different. Okay, shall we try? So make sure that this is on the top right hand corner, and then we do You Are Unlucky. Ready? You are with normal R first. NTR, NTU, NTL, NTL, this way, and then U. Now it's NTR, NTU, and L. Okay, so you've done it once, it's rotated once, we need to rotate it again to overhead, we do it again. U, R, NTU, NTL, U, NTR, NTU, and L. Alright, let's check. So this is red, green, yellow. That's in the correct position. Just turn wrongly. Same thing here as well. red, blue, yellow, it's in the correct place. Is this in the correct place? It's blue, yellow and orange is the correct place. So all the pieces in the correct place now, they're just not turned correctly. So they were done with step 6. Okay, so step 7, and this is the one whereby you need a lot of concentration, right? Because this is the one that if you miss a certain step, then you've got to start from all over again. Okay, so make sure that when you're doing these formulas, you finish one stage at a time and you cannot get interrupted in between the stages. Okay, now what we do this stage is to rotate this yellow piece until it gets to the right position. Okay, so whatever piece it is, just make sure that it's always on the what piece that we work with is on the top right hand corner, and we use just one formula, anti-R, anti-D, RD. So it's RD, RD many times. Okay, so shall we really do it? Full focus and concentration. Okay, so what we want to do is to make sure that as long as this is in the correct position, then we work on the next piece. Okay, ready? R, anti-R, anti-D, anti-D, R, D. Okay, one more time. Anti-R, anti-D, R, D. Okay, now this is in position already. Notice this is in position, so we rotate this until there's a next one. If this happens to be in position, we keep turning until it's the next one, and we keep on doing RD, RD until this one gets into position. Okay, anti-R, anti-D, R, D. Oops, got stuck there. Okay, just straighten the key. Okay, anti-R, anti-D, R, D. Not positioned yet, so one more time. Anti-R, anti-D, R, D. Looks like one last time over here. Anti-R, anti-D, R, D. Alright, so this is in position. Rotate for the next one. Rotate the top one. Okay, this one should be just 1 or 2 times. Anti-R, anti-D, R, D. One more time. Anti-R, anti-D, R, D. Last one. Okay, ready? Anti-R, anti-D, R, D. Anti-R, anti-D, R, D. Anti-R, anti-D, R, D. And one more time. Anti-R, anti-D, R, ta-da! You solved the Rubik's Cube! Yay! Okay, so here's the Rubik's Cube. It'll take a little bit of practice to get the correct things. You have got to be careful of not losing concentration, that when you're doing, especially the last step, step 7, you've got to make sure that you've got full concentration to finish the patterns. And just need a little bit of patience. Feel free to stop the video at different points so that you can do each step again. Alright, so good luck, happy solving the Rubik's Cube, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching.